Welcome back to Twin Turo. I'm David.
And I'm not David.
Hey,
Yes, not David is going to take the reading on this one here.
he's the strong silent type.
He is very strong and very silent, and he's got smashing bright blue glasses that
Yeah, and
all of us wish we had.
I can't find them on eBay either. I have to look a little bit more. We record this on Sunday, December 8th at 3 o'clock Pacific time. And our last reading, we were talking about Obama and messaging about the election and where it took us to that. And one of the things that is kind of curious is you can imagine how apocalyptic Trump's going to lose his poop if the election gets challenged. Rage tweeting all caps if he could get Truth Social to increase his font size to like 16 where everybody else gets 12 type of thing. He'd go that route. And the guy, he's under a lot of stress. He doesn't take care of himself. We talk about his health events all the time. And it would be like, can you imagine this information drops? What's going to happen to Trump, especially if he finds out that, when we can look at his health when the information drops, and we can look at his health if the election's overturned.
Yeah.
Because if this election gets overturned, not even a new one, just if it's overturned and they seat the rightful winners, all the court cases start right back up again.
Yes, they do.
And there's no protecting him at that point.
Yeah. So when we were wrapping up the reading that comes out Friday, this will be Saturday's reading. Dave was asking, do you want to do anything more? And my first thought was, well, how will Trump react to this? And it's like, okay, well, that's kind of you don't need a tarot card for that.
Yeah, he's going to react to it.
Yeah,
outrage.
It's like an 8-year-old who just told that they didn't actually win that game of Monopoly, that there was some cheating going on, and and then the tantrum starts and the all the finger pointing happens, right? So that's kind of a no-brainer. So it's really, how is Trump's health going to react to this? So do you want to do the Trump health as when it's announced, or Trump health when the election results are either redone and or recalibrated?
I'm going to do it Trump when it's announced. We'll go with it from there. And I'm just going to do 4.
Let's make it nice and big, because this is something that, since he's getting 16-point font on Truth Social, we need to do our version of 16.
I'm only going to do 4-carders on this one. I saw the page underneath it all is a Page of Pentacles. Minor health event with this one. How's he going to react when the news comes out? Okay, High Priestess. Interesting. It's about secrets.
He's like the anti-High Priestess.
4 of Cups, the Star card, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. This isn't telling me about his health. This is telling me how he's going to react. Not about his health, but it's like the secrets are out there. They know who got elected president. This isn't right. You guys said that you had this taken care of. I believed you. Mm-hmm. It's just like, he knows they cheated. He doesn't know, it's kind of like, I don't know how we did what we did, but I'm the rightfully elected president. I'm supposed to be one sitting in there, and I get to take care of all my pet peeve projects. And though this isn't looking at his health, he knows he cheated. He absolutely knows he cheated on this one. And, the secret's out. And it's literally the reversal of. It didn't give me an answer on his health. If you want to read on his health, you go for it. But
let's keep it more general. It's like, okay, so you've just done your reading that he knows he's cheated. Okay, yeah. What happens next to Trump? Okay, so let's bring it down here. Let's see what happens next. Since Spirit's not going to answer the questions we're asking anyways. What happens next?
You tell me to bring it down. I can't control your laptop lid.
Foundation is the King of Wands. There's going to be a lot of actions that need to be taken. Oh dear. Actions that have a direct impact on Trump and the election stolen. There's going to be offers made. There is going to be and a lot of mystery and confusion. Okay, so
I've had the King of Wands represent my Department of Justice card before, if that helps the actions being taken.
Yeah, so actions being taken. So what happens next after Trump realizes that things didn't go the way they were supposed to go? There's going to be actions taken. It's going to have a direct impact on him. These actions are impacting the devil. You've changed yourself to these actions, and now you're going to be you can't get away from it. The people are going to see the betrayal to the election system. Maybe there's going to be some sort of a plea bargain. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. Do your best. Ronald Reagan, Teflon Reagan, where it's just like, well, I didn't realize that they were doing that. I just delegated this stuff out. And underneath it, the moon card, the confusion and the mystery around this, and how do we move this forward? What are the next steps? It could also be Trump's brain is starting to
go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, that he could start having a health event from this, and that his mind could start going. What's underneath it? It's about that balance, balancing his health and balancing his wealth. Because he really likes his health. He likes his wealth. Yeah, I think he likes his wealth more than his health. We're taking kind of the hermit approach to this reading here. We're just trying to find the path forward.
Yeah, what's the next step? What's the next step on this path here? And I also look at that could be Garland reaching out saying, "Hey, we know we got problems here with election interference. It's going to take us time to present all this information, and be patient. All will be revealed." Mm-hmm. It probably have to go through the courts. You might even have to bring the Gang of Eight together in Congress. The majority and minority leaders of both parties to in there to discuss this further, to show that it's not a coup by Biden.
I don't see any other way forward with this. You have to have all of Congress nodding their head saying, yeah, you know what? This ain't right.
Right.
As much as we like the results, or as much as we didn't like the results, at the end of the day, this is not right. It's kind of like Senator Flake when they were doing the justices, and he kind of called a timeout and said, we need. There's a lot of division, and this is important, and we need to make sure we are doing our diligence here. When I think that was for the young guy that just got in the Supreme Court,
Kavanaugh.
It was Kavanaugh's appointment that he called the timeout.
How deliberative of him.
Yeah, well, at least he was willing to not try and just ram it through.
Right.
At least take a moment and make sure that we know what we're talking about here before we ram it down your throat.
Yeah.
Okay, next step. You're up.
Yeah. What am I going to read on here? What's the next step after? Okay, so next step after, the Attorney General is addressing people. Hey, we're going to be reaching a bipartisan investigation into this, looking into these results, so on and so forth. What happens next? Three of Wands. Then we wait. Maybe up to 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 months, but then we wait. We wait for the results. Some people are going to be really disappointed with this. There's going to be a lot of money changing hands trying to influence this. But there's that Knight of Cups again, that kind of, and there's your Two of Coins again too. We're going to have to wait and see how things shake out. This is two important a value to the United States. And this is probably showing our election integrity is not all that great, or not as good as we thought it was, because there's a diminishment here. But it's a disappointment that it happened. But it's kind of the thing that it's supposed to bring both sides together. I don't know how that's going to happen. But there's that plea to, we're Americans first type of vibe to this as we wait for the results, or as we wait to hear a decision involving this event. Your go.
Okay. So I'm going to take that one more step there. Okay, so we wait. So what happens after we waited? What are the results of the waiting?
That seems to be the next point.
Okay. Let me show our cards up. What are the results of this waiting? Okay, so nobody's surprised. Judgment. Okay, we waited long enough. Here's the results. Stand up and be counted. This is what happened. This is a real strong. This is what happened. This is what you did. This is why you did it.
Buck up, Buttercup.
It's going to move fast, and it's going to charge ahead very quickly once it comes out. People are going to have to make decisions on how they want the future to look in this country. And underneath it, the Page of Swords, kind of that renewed interest in fighting. Basically, it's like a new beginning. It's almost like an ace. It's kind of a new beginning in this.
The Page of Swords can also be the spy in the camp.
Yeah, it could be exactly.
So it could be underneath that they found the spy in the camp. They found the fly in the ointment. Or it could be, it's also women. Page is about young women. Yes. And it could be women's votes, but I don't think it's that. I think you're looking more at.
Yeah, I was trying not to go with the spy in the camp, but at the end of the day, it seems to fit. Something they kind of need to be able to prove it, right? The King of Swords proved it, and it was because the Page of Swords stood up and gave the evidence. Because that's the part we don't see. That's the king got the evidence from the page in this case.
Right. All right. How does the American populace react once the judgment has been levied upon them?
This is kind of interesting. So we had the first Twin Tarot challenge, the Twin Challenge. This is now like the Twin Tag Team. Let's follow the path. Let's make your path bigger. Thank you.
I'm going to mute you.
You should.
All right. What happens after the judgment's been announced? Truth is out there. How do people react? It's the truth. Yeah. There's the judgment is underneath it. Got to evaluate. Do you take the good with the bad, the F around, the find out, reassess your values?
Reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow. Page of Wands, messaging about the path forward. Page of Pentacles. And you had like the other pages.
I had the Page of
Swords. You
had
the Page of Swords. No, you didn't have the Page of Cups.
No, Page of Swords.
The truth is out there, and what do you do with it? How do you evaluate it's messaging on values. What are American values? This card also, like a Jack London card. It's like, what are American values? What is it to be an American? It's kind of like you got to be an American first, and a political party second. So there's going to be, the truth is out there, and it's going to cause people to sit back and think.
Mm-hmm. or at least those that are willing to think will think.
Sure. There's going to be some that just can't handle it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your turn.
Okay. Okay. So
That's how people are going to react to it. It's basically reaction is going to be there's going to be this period of contemplation, or people are going to talk about is that reminder of what is it to be an American, not a Republican, not a Democrat, an American.
Okay. So will we, after this is all said and done, will we come together as Americans? Will we finally come together as Americans? Let's see. Knight of Swords, we're going to charge forth boldly and recklessly. That's not a great start.
Oh, it could be a crusade.
Yeah, it could be.
Kind of like the Olympics, how we all come together for the Olympics. We're all Americans, every other year during an Olympic year.
That's true. Underneath it is the Nine of Pentacles. Looking at the things of value. There's a lot of great things in America. There's a lot of things to be proud of here. We can, we are very blessed to be here. And America at its best is unstoppable. Queen of Swords, but you've got to own it.
Yep.
You've got to be willing to accept that. Yeah, you know what? This was part of what happened. We've got that decision, or we've got choices. What do we want our future to look like? We come together. Six of Swords. That's not a bad. It's basically we are going to move away from the division, and we're going to start moving towards a path of calm.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too, actually. The Knight of Swords, I'm kind of a little puzzled. Maybe what that means is once we see everything that comes out,
we take action.
Yeah, we're going to take action, and we're going to come together a lot quicker than I would have thought we would have. There's going to be some, decisive action moving forward. How dare you try and do this?
Current energy. We'll see how it actually pans. I know it seems almost impossible at this point because of the divisions are so deep and so polarized. It's hard to imagine that, but in some ways, if you think about it, when 9/11 happened, the shock to the United States was such that you went quiet for like 48 hours, wondering what the hell just happened. What does it mean? Is it going to happen again? And it was a period of unity in this country that we hadn't really seen since December 7th, 1941.
Yeah, it's the one thing I remember. It's almost like when you have a death in the family and everyone's just a little bit nicer to each other, a little more compassionate to each other. And it's such a stupid example, but when I was driving to work, and I worked at the airlines at the time, going to work, and I was just watching the people on the road were being so much kinder to their fellow drivers. Oh, you wanted to come into my lane? Let me slow down. As opposed to you're coming in my lane, not under.
How dare you?
In front of me. And it's just, people were just showing a little more kindness, a little more compassion. And boy, did it feel good. I mean, it's terrible how it got there, but once you were there, people were really good. Ironically, humans are always at their best when times are at their worst, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So maybe this is just a situation where we will get to shine again and show that we're actually let the light come out.
But only after there's a big shock to the system.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video and supporting our channel. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. We'll give you a new video every night at midnight. Leave a comment. I read them all, and I respond to many.
All right. And we will catch you on the next video. Take care.
Take care. Bye.